Indices, indices, whatever you want to call it. Exponents. This is not a very difficult one, but there are some rules to follow, and sometimes the rules are difficult to memorize. But if you do enough practice, it's not very difficult. You will see the questions are very repetitive. Indices are numbers with powers. For example, you have 2 to the power of 5, 10 to the power of 3, 4 to the power of minus 10. All of these are index numbers. Indices is this plural, and index number. And for any index number, there are two parts. We call this the base, and we call this the power. So whenever I say base, I will talk about the number which is below, and power or exponent. Okay, it is the power. It is the number which is above the base. So base is the bada number, below power is the ऊपर वाला. बार बार base और power करूँगा, so don't confuse the name. Now there are some rules. The first one, a power m multiplied by a power n. A is the base. You can see both have the same base. Both numbers are the same base, but powers are different. So when the bases are same and they're multiplying, so what happens? Powers add up. M plus n. So let's suppose you have 4 to the power of 10 multiplied by 4 to the power of 6. So they would add up 4 to the power of 16. Add hoga. 10 plus 6 is 16. Then base is same, but they are dividing. So they subtract minus. If you have 10 to the power of minus 3 divided by 10 to the power of, or let's suppose 7. So क्या हो जाएगा ये? 10 to the power of minus 3 minus 7, which would become minus 10. Power subtract हो गई. Minus 3 के बाद minus and then plus 7. Let me write it down like this. Then the third one. Power to the power. What happens? The powers multiply. If you have 2 power 3 power 10, so the bracket is raised to the power. So when you open up the bracket, the power would multiply with all of the powers inside. So 2 power 30. 3 times 10 is 30. If you have, let's suppose, 3 square x cube y4 to the power of, let's suppose, 3. This is a past paper like question. So when you open up the bracket, the power 3 would multiply with each of the powers inside. So 3 to the power of 6, x to the power of 9, and y to the power of 12. सबकी powers से multiply हुआ 3. याद रखना. Not just with the 3 or not just with the x or the first one or only the y. With all of the powers inside the bracket. ठीक है? और क्या होता है? When bases are same in an equation, let me add. You can equate the powers. For example, you have a to the power of m is equals to a to the power of k. Anything. You can see it is an equation. You have as equals to sign. And you have the base a on both sides. Bases are same. And it is the equation. So what you can do? You can equate the power. So the power m would be equal to k. m would be equal to k. These two are equal now. For example, you have a question 25 is equals to 5 power x. They're asking you to find x. This is called a exponential equation. So how you would solve this? You can see the base on the right side is 5. The base on the left side is 25. 25 is raised to the power of 1. There's nothing over here. 1. So what?
So 5 power 2.
You try
So
to
first
write the other number as well with the same base. So 25, we know it can be written down as 5 square. And this becomes 5x. It's copy as it is. Now the bases are same. And therefore now you can equate the power. So 2 is equals to x. So now you have solved it. This is how you would solve equations of. You will see a lot of passive questions on this. Let me show you another example. A bit difficult one. Let's suppose it is 3x minus 1 upon 27 is equals to 9. They are asking you. This is a very past paper like question, okay? Past paper question. And this is where most of the students they mess up. Like, it's not a very difficult one. What you have to do? You have to keep in mind this rule. You have to somehow bring the same base on either side. Simplify and move things around. You can't do that. You have the leverage. So 3 to the power of x minus 1, you can't do anything to that. 27, we know we can write it down as a power of 3. So 27 is 3 squared. Oh, sorry, 3 cubed. And 9 is 3 squared. Now, if you move this 3 cube on the other side, it would go and multiply. Now we know the bases are same and they're multiplying, so powers would add 3 power 5. And now you have the same base on either side of the equation. So now you can equate the powers. So x minus 1 is equals to 5 and therefore x would equal to 6.
6.
ये आंसर आ गया. समझ आया सबको?
Yes, sir.
जी सर.
अलवशा, अम्मार, हसन, मेव.
Yes, sir.
स्पेशली पलवशा. समझ आया पलवशा? क्लियर?
सर एक और दफा एक्सप्लेन कर दे.
इसमें बात ये है, so you have to use the fourth rule over here. The previous rules, they will be applicable definitely. So you have to bring the, first of all, you see that your variable is in the power. नजर आ रही है? Your variable is in the power. 3 to the power of x minus 1. So when your variable is in the power, it is your exponential equation. And you have to somehow apply this rule. You have to bring the same base on either side, on the left and the right side. So I try to make everything to the base of 3. To the base of 3. Because I can see 27 can be written down to the base of 3, 9 can be written down to the base of 3. So 27 is 3 cube, 9 is 3 square. ठीक है, यहाँ तक क्लियर है?
जी.
अब ये 3 square वहां जाए, 3 cube वहां जाके मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा. So what would happen? Now you have the same base 3, and they're multiplying. So powers would add. So 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 to the power of 5. Now you have the same base on either side. So when you have the same base on either side, you can equate the power. So power is x minus 1 and 5. So you can equate it. And so your x comes out as 6. सही है?
ओके, समझ आ गई.
Good. इसको थोड़ी practice करनी पड़ेगी. It's not very simple. I know this is the maximum difficulty यही जाएगी. The question won't be more difficult than this.